Ali Malul brings back into the team Logan Cook, Quinn Shooter and Luca Picotto, as well as handing a debut to Brody Dare. So their lineup in 4 then. Dino Kaiser is the goalkeeper, Joe Walters, Logan Cook, Quinn Shooter, Luca Picotto, Bradley Slade with the captain's armband, Seth Chingwaro, Paulie Zeeper, something one to look out for in the Fulham team, Brody Dare, Aidan Evans and Farhan Ali Waheed. On the bench, Marcel Hall, Archie Taylor, Bashla Bega, Kyle Grant and Ruben Khan. Well, here's the Palace lineup for you in full. In goal, Marcus Hill, wearing the number 1 shirt. Number 2 is Jasper Judd. 3, Dean Benamar back into the team. Number 4, Ewan Danaher. 5, Sean Samade. 6, Jacob Facida. 7 is Tyler White. Number 8 is Kyrese Adams-Coleman. He'll play in the middle of the park today. Leading the line, number 9, Benjamin Casey. The skipper, number 10, Seb Williams. And completing the 11 is Jerome Asai. On the bench for Palace, Josh Mowana, Jack Mason, the substitute goalkeeper, Dante Martin, Zach Henry and Chuks Okoli. We'll see how things play out. We're underway then, the referee blows his whistle. Fulham get the ball rolling at the start of this first 45. It is that same system for Palace to match Oliver Glasner's first team setup with the wing backs in operation. Back 3 of Judd, Samade and Facida, with White advancing on the right and Benamar with that wicked left foot of his, as we see the first utilisation of that with the ball down the line. Here's Asai. Picks up possession here for Palace, number 11. Early Palace possession as Adams-Coleman plays back to Facida. Palace have it in their back line.
Jasper, spit to him. No, set. Go forehand. No, Joe.
Yeah, so a 3-4-2-1, if you like, for Palace. Their system, formation, setup here as regularly seen. For Fulham, we expect it to be more of a regular back 4. See the 2 centre-backs, the partnership there for them of Logan Cook and Quinn Shooter. Luke Picotto, here the forward-thinking left-back in possession as he wins the first throw-in of the game off Casey. Fulham throwing in their left back position, taken short there, then into the feet of Farhan Ali Waheed. That pass is cut out well by Benamar. Facida comfortable in sending it all the way back home to Marcus Hill. Very much made that number 1 shirt his own for the under-18s now this season. Marcus Hill saw off some early competition from Mason. He's taken his place as the substitute goalkeeper in more recent weeks and months. Here's Evans. Challenged well by Benamar. I mentioned that he scored last week for England under-17s. Dean Benamar. It was actually directly from a corner. Not something that you see every game, but we know the wicked set-piece delivery that he shows week in, week out for Palace youth team. Paid dividends for his national team last week.
Seb, up!
Fulham in possession. Hook to Shooter and back to that left wing again. Now Walters.
You have to come out.
Did play left back last week actually. Joe Walters, versatile defender, but back on the right. It's more regular role for Fulham today.
Team, well done, son.
Go, Benji. Benji, you go. Benji, go. Go, Benji.
Shooter looking to play the longer pass and unleash the run of Picotto down wide left, and it's going to be the game's first corner. Good defending from Tyler White. There's still more to do for Palace. They'll have to negotiate this set piece.
Sean! 4. Spread out! Sam, organised! Get closer, lads, get closer! Fair one.
Looks as though it's going to be Ali Waheed to take this corner then for Fulham. Plenty loading the penalty area as well, including those forwards from the back. Let's see if Palace can defend it.
Benji, be careful on the 5, Benji!
Towards that near post area, and it's flicked on by Aiden Evans. To the side netting at the near post there, though. Comfortable for Marcus Hill, who knew it was going out and behind.
Yes, now go, Brody. Go, Brody!
5 minutes played, still 0-0. It's been a fairly even start. Fulham bringing the ball forwards here, though, and looking to deliver the low cross into the danger zone. I think the offside flag has been raised there, though.
Brody deeper, good again. Jasper, maybe off one.
Anything that came of that particular venture forward for Fulham wouldn't have counted. Just a little too eager to get in behind the Palace back line, and the flag was raised. Clear foul, simple decision for our referee. All in black today. Free kick then in the centre circle for Palace, and it's going to be the skipper, Seb Williams, who takes charge of that.
Brody, it's you. Now it's forehand, go
Samadi.
Aiden across eight.
Judd in this somewhat newly adapted to role, as picks out White for the cross into the penalty area. Walters deals with it, but it comes out for the shot on the edge of the box from Adams Coleman. Struck that sweetly, but it was blocked. Overturn of possession again, and it's kept in play by Macaulay Zebra. Forward to Evans. Good tackle from Danaher. Ball still in play though, Evans still has it. Back to Chingwaro. Walters. Palace back set up in their regular system, knowing their role and duties. Mention that it's a slightly new role for Jasper Judd. Previously played as an advanced wing back. Like to bomb on and get forward down the right flank. That has gone out of play as Walters tried his best to deceive the linesman, but no success in doing so. It is a Palace throw-in. Yeah, Judd's adapted well to the slight change in position and role in the team that he's been asked to play now. Utilise his pace in the back three as well. Palace have so many options, so many good options in those wide areas. Judd, a player with certainly enough quality and abundance to be included in the starting 11, though, and the adaptation has been made for him to do that. Here he is in possession now. Slade, the ball for Fulham in midfield, the number 6 and captain for the Cottagers. Fulham probably seeing more of the ball so far, but it's in areas where Palace will be content with the opposition having it, and then winning the ball back like that, they'll look to pounce. Casey ahead of the play. Offloaded to the right instead here to White, but it wasn't quite the execution on the pass that was needed to keep that attack flowing freely. Still remains around the edge of the penalty area, but now Fulham will clear past the halfway mark. Not particularly convincing from Hill, although it was well judged to begin with.
With the ball. Come here. Good. Good.
Benamar back to Adams-Coleman. He's a player who will look to get on the ball in midfield and dictate proceedings from that central role. Alongside Williams as well, but certainly look to have that control about the game in the middle of the park. Showing it well here with Williams again. Takes out the long diagonal pass. Quite controlled by Benamar, but he's still got it now. With the opportunity to get players back. Benamar will look to cross and does so. Breaks out to Williams. Can he get a shot away? He could, but it was blocked as well. It's two efforts from similar sort of positions on the edge of the 18-yard box that have now been blocked. To Williams again. To spell that for Palace, but the offside flag goes up as Williams made the run in behind. The pressure, at least momentarily, alleviated on the Fulham defence. Nearly 10 minutes on the clock, 0-0. Between Fulham and Crystal Palace here at Motspur Park, the home of Fulham's training ground.
Benji, it's in between. You know, the same line as Jacob. Round. Yeah. Jacob,
Header
make sure we cover
really well in the air there by Sean Samade, showing his physical strength and dominance in the back line. Benamar turned down the opportunity to play forward, instead maintains possession. Just get their foot on the ball and to stamp down their authority in the game. Fulham have it now though. Evans helps it forwards. Took a little ricochet off Judd. And the half clearance away from Benamar does manage to fully clear the danger now. Casey trying to hold up the ball and then bring teammates into play. Does so with Williams. Palace were asking for a foul but weren't given it by the referee. Another 50-50 challenge for the ball which Palace win. Casey does well to hold up the ball again. Slightly misplaced pass from Williams, but still Palace in possession.
Joe, it's been twice now. Head the ball forwards, deal with it, don't have to bring it down. Steady, deep.
Judd to take this throw in then. Danaher the obvious option to receive into feet, but the return back from Danaher not what was required there.
Let's go! Go!
Ready.
Joe, lower!
Kaiser.
Yeah, fine, come on, please, behind this man! Brody is free! Tight, Tyler! Aiden closer!
Picotto into Ali Wahid. Just dropping back into midfield, isn't he, the Fulham front man?
Well done! Get high, Marcus! Jacob!
Go lower, so you can't jump onto you, lower!
There you go, yes, Aiden.
Kaiser playing short again as Fulham look to work their way forward through the lines of Palace setup. Just slipped them though. Benamara's opportunity might have been there for him to tow the ball away. Evans judged to have been fouled by Adams-Coleman. Free kick is for Fulham. Even game. No real clear-cut goal-scoring opportunities so far, but been battles throughout the midfield, and that's where the majority of the game has been played so far, in that midfield third. Judd did well to nip in and take the ball away from Picotto.
Good, work the area then! Work the area then! We need someone over, Seb!
White.
Jerome, we need someone over! Jerome, stay!
Now Fasida. Oh, great pass from Fasida into Williams. Just thought he might have been able to turn there. the Palace captain, but still it's promising for them. Casey looking to deliver that time. It's often the scorer of Palace goals himself, but goal scorer looking to turn provider on that occasion.
Bring yourself up. Slaney, closer.
Closer, Slaney. Opens up forehand.
8 goals in 22 games in all competitions so far this season. It's probably less than Casey will feel that he deserves. Palace under 18. Top goal scorer still remains as Jesse Derry after his burst of goals early in the season. Of course, now playing up with the under 21 side.
Great feet, Dino. Well done, son. Move the ball then. Move the ball then. Move the ball then. Ewan, can you get it, Ewan? Ewan, can you get it?
Here's Fasida again. Picks the same pass through the lines all the way forward up to Adams Coleman, and he's fouled. Great penetration through the Fulham setup there, though, twice in quick succession from Jacob Fasida. White. A nice ball through from him, and it's into Casey with the header, and it's 1-0. Palace take the lead. A lovely ball through to Ewan Danaher, and he was able to provide the assist for Casey to head home. First real chance of the game, and with a quarter of an hour played, it's Palace who have themselves ahead. 1-0.
Just sharper with the ball to get it on the opposite side.
Lovely slip ball through, right into Danaher's path. Casey wasn't going to miss from there. Nothing the goalkeeper Dino Kaiser could do. Right into the corner. And it's the early advantage that Palace were looking for. Casey then with his 9th goal of the season. Right place, right time, on a plate from Ewan Danaher with the brilliant assist from him.
Come on, Jerome, hurry
Casey opens the scoring.
Joe, you might be able to get this. There you go. Make a move.
Fulham just cut through, weren't they? Again with that ball in behind. Danaher saw the space, exploited the space, and the quality was there to first find him and then find Casey as well. Great goal. Misjudged there by Fasida as it was dropping out of the sky quickly to him. Bolters with the short throw-in. Williams won it back and sends it back to Fasida. All the way back to Marcus Hill. Well, Fasida's given it away that time with a less accurate pass. Could prove to be problematic. Here's Dare. Made amends then though, Fasida, with the block of the cross.
Dino is coming back, both Dino.
It's well judged from Tyler White to anticipate an intercept, although he's then given it away as well. There was creeping in quick succession there for Palace in dangerous areas. Got it here though, and space to drive into for Williams. Holds on to it, Adams Coleman goes down. The referee obliges in awarding Palace the free kick. Judd into Adams Coleman. Those two exchanging passes once more. Fasida. Coleman just took a slightly heavy touch, but he's managed to wriggle free of that, although then took another heavy one and lost the ball momentarily. Williams tried to feed that through the eye of a needle. With the pass with the outside of his right foot. Nice idea, but it was asking a lot of the execution. Here is Williams again. Nicely linked by his side. As Coleman loses the ball though. It's Fulham's turn to bring it forward. Evans overcooks the cross. There was underneath it.
Wider. Move it sharp now. Aiden, position. Position. Sharp. Step in.
Close it off, Close it off, bench.
Fulham, from their point of view, just looking to settle back down into the game after conceding. Slip there, Casey, to allow Walters to
Well done, Sean.
slide the ball past him.
Hey, unlucky. Good boy.
Logan. Aiden moves. He's just being followed. Be in.
Kaya Kairis. Get Kaya Kairis.
Stay connected with
Procedure.
Torres.
Continue. Jacob.
Made his debut for the under-18s earlier this season, back in November when he was promoted to this age group.
Well done.
Yes, Aiden.
Dino.
Tight.
Benji.
Go open your body. Get lower.
Kaiser under pressure from Williams, and he was very close to getting that, actually, the Palace captain, applying the pressure all the way onto the Fulham goalkeeper, who was calm about things in fairness, but perhaps a little bit too calm.
Love it.
Lady, closer.
Again, Fulham playing themselves into trouble, and Asai here in the penalty area, tried to pick the pass to Williams. Just wonder whether he could have pulled the trigger himself there, because the space opened up for him to potentially do so.
Hold on, Seb. Come on. Keep going, Seb. Come on. Stop.
Lots of passages like this with Marcus Hill,
Work off the back.
just awaiting the pressure from the Fulham front line, opening up the angles to then play forwards. Play around and through that Fulham press.
Jerome, peel off, Jerome. Peel away, Jerome.
Come on, keep going.
There you go.
Williams
Well done.
does well again. Asai out to White, drills it across. Casey's close to it, just took a nick off the defender, I think, which took it out of Casey's path.
Excellent, Jerome.
The referee gives the foul in the end for the challenge in the aftermath, but Palace coming close once more. Yeah, good defending in fairness from Logan Cook. Just sliding in at full stretch. Just got his studs to the ball, crucially.
Seb.
Took it away from Casey.
Brody.
Come on, Benji.
Brody's 1v1.
Same position again to create the opportunity, though, wasn't it? Into that little pocket of space over on the Palace right wing. That time with the low ball across in towards the Palace number 9, rather than in the air for him to head home like he did for the goal. Same route to creating the opportunity.
Ready for it. Good lady.
Nice idea, Jacob.
Quick passes.
Come on, Jerome, we got him. Next one in. We got him on his touch. Well done.
Williams in strongly and wins the throw. Nice touch off Seth Chingwaru.
Jacob, find that son.
We're past the midway point of this first half now. Palace, a goal to the good. Courtesy of Benjamin Casey.
Jerome, get the cross, Jerome.
Finished last season with 7 goals. He's already surpassed that total 4 today. He's added another to his tally as well.
Get in! Go, get in!
Walters with the throw in. Williams anticipated it and won the ball. He was caught there by Chingwara, who pleads his case, but certainly looked to just clip the heels of Williams, and there's going to be a yellow card here shown. I think it's just going to be a warning, but he can probably count himself somewhat fortunate there, the Fulham number 8, not to be cautioned.
Well done.
Referee opting to be a little bit lenient to the Fulham midfielder.
Next one in.
Header breaks back to Williams, who was alert to the second ball.
Free Aiden. Behind free.
Jacob, half and half.
Kaiser. Palace really
Hey,
ensuring that the middle of the pitch remains compact and
that's fine.
space isn't there for Kaiser to play the ball into the defensive pivot in midfield.
Kyrie's over. Kyrie's over. Kyrie's over. Over. There we go.
Good press from Palace again. Forced the error. Won the ball back as it was played into the path of Adams Coleman. White. Deeper delivery. Turned away by Cook. Judd.
Logan, Joe. Look at Macca and Brody
Palace
now.
throw.
Macca, you're on to feet now.
Judd into feet that time. To sight. Collected possession.
Deal with it.
Header from Samade just dropped short. Evans. Wayward though of Brody Dare, the Fulham number 9. 16-year-old Scotsman making his under-18 debut for Fulham today.
Go, ready. Let's go. Ready, come on.
Benamar sidesteps inside, really well done. Picks a good pass at the end of that as well. Sai loses possession and was frustrated with himself in doing so. Palace now need to get back. Here's
Work feet.
Zipa.
Work feet.
Really seeing him
Patient.
into his full flow as he has done in other games this season so far. Macaulay Zipa.
Seb up. Benji, narrow. Benji, narrow. Close the middle. Close the middle. Well done, Seb. Seb up. Go on, Seb. Stay bench. Stay bench. Go on then, bench. Go on, Benji. Step over.
Walters.
Runner. Runner.
Here's Zipa now. Goes for the 1-2 as the return back into his path.
Work feet. Patient. Patient.
Palace
Patient.
leaving Benamar 1v1 against Zipa.
Wait.
Just stalling the game there as Zipa just waiting for Benamar to make a move, and likewise back the other way. Something similar, didn't we, in the first team game with
Seb up.
Barichi Eze for Crystal Palace.
Go on, Jerome. Go on, Ewan.
A couple of weeks back now. It's Joachim Anderson, wasn't it, in this
Kyrie's over.
particular fixture? Deja vu with the youth team there. Same instance, but the other way around.
Loads. Once we've come out, let's try and get it back to Macca as quick as we can.
Jerome, we need you, Jerome.
Aiden, this is you.
Kyrie's work off the back of it.
Good. Good, Slady.
Here's Zipa. Now, Ali Wahid. Fulham in recent minutes enjoying more of the possession, but again it's in areas that Palace will be comfortable seeing the opposition have the ball in.
Stay close the middle. Close the middle.
As Palace mid-block is remaining resolute, and each and every player knowing their roles and duties within it.
Close the middle, Jerome. Steady.
Full speed!
Fulham patient. As they recycle possession. Cook.
Next one
Zeeper
in.
steps inside. This could be dangerous. Zeeper gets the shot away. But it was always rising. Cook far beneath the ball that time. Decent area to take aim from for the Fulham number 7, but nothing like the execution that he was after on the strike. First real warning sign that though for Palace, and their defence came after the patient build-up play from the home team. Hill was pressurised, did well though to clip the ball to Fasida.
Good Aiden, good Brody.
Fasida opting to throw long forwards down the line. Casey that time doesn't get the free kick.
No. Just hold it there, guys. No. If you don't think it's a foul, just use your head though. Don't throw it away. You know what happens nowadays? Thank you for the way we go.
Casey just, in his frustration, threw the ball away there. The referee laying down the law with the Palace goal scorer. Again, just a talking to though, no yellow card shown. Kaiser.
Higher bench. On the set now.
Ready now, Paris. Yes.
Cook back to Kaiser again.
Go, Benji. Jerome.
Well defended there by Samade. Didn't win the ball himself, but did enough just to see it over both his and the Fulham man's head too. Nice pass there from Benamar, and he gets it back. Benamar with a step over, looking to get it onto his favoured left foot to deliver. Has to check back, cut back there to Williams. The unfortunate ricochet out of play means it's a Fulham throw. Certainly the more that Palace can unleash Benamar down the left wing though, more opportunity it will give him to create chances.
Good Jasper, that's it Jasper. Ready Dino.
Kaiser, the Fulham goalkeeper, in all light blue today. On over the halfway line, but it's well won. Fasida couldn't get to it first. The aftermath though, but bouncing ball is won by Casey, who was certainly having his shirt tugged at. Referee allows the game to continue. Here's White. Judd goes on the overlap. I'm not sure White knew he was there though and tried to take it on himself. Perhaps would have just been better off just like delaying that run himself to allow Judd to become involved. Zeeper and a similar sort of overlap here from Walters, and that time it is well utilised for Fulham. Walters with the cross, sees it blocked though by Fasida. Just slows things down. Back to Chingwaro.
Yes, go Jerome.
Got Maka on it again.
Inside Seb. Yes, Seb. Narrow now.
Two real chances in the game so far. First of them was taken on the quarter of an hour mark by Casey for the goal. And the chance for Fulham when Zeeper cut inside and got it all wrong with his left-footed effort. I suppose in addition to that, Casey had the moment where it looks as though it was going to run into his path as well, but the touch from Cook took it away from him. It hasn't been a game full of opportunities, despite its intriguing nature to watch.
Brody, give us something down the side. Yes,
Oh, referee!
Aiden, all these little things just need to be a little
Foul there given against Benamar. He was just slightly overeager in his efforts to win the ball off Walters. It's a key individual battle, which I'm sure we'll see further develop as the game goes on, though, between Benamar on the left side for Palace and Walters operating as the right back for Fulham. And Judd's won it there in a good area too. Space to drive into here for Jasper Judd, plays it into an even better area in that corridor of uncertainty between the Fulham defence and goalkeeper Kaiser, but nobody was there for Palace. I think Casey that time had just made a slightly differing run, went more for a cut back into the space around the penalty area than to where the ball was played. I certainly sense there is the opportunity there for Palace to create chances like that in those sorts of moments, winning the ball in the Fulham half of the field. Just need to be careful that they don't leave themselves too exposed if indeed they do jump and don't win the ball.
Keep going, Seth. Keep going, Slady.
You got him, Benj, you got him.
Looks slightly uncomfortable for Kaiser, who positioned himself wide of his left-hand post, and then the pass from Cook brought him back more centrally.
Get on, not off.
Close it off, Jerome. Close it off. Come on, son. Go on. Tight, Tyler. Double up.
Somehow managed to
Yes, Joe.
wriggle away through. Quite sure how Palace didn't win the ball back that time, but breaking the ball was fortunate for Fulham.
Stay with runner. Dean, stay with runner.
Zeeper. A little bit of miscommunication in the Palace defensive setup there. You could hear the call from the Palace bench for Dean Benamar to almost swap his defensive mark, if you like, and follow the runner on the overlap. It's left free, but the ball wasn't played into his path.
Tight. Closer, Joe.
Good. Should be a regain.
Nice linkage there for Palace, but again the decision isn't given to them. Casey wanted a free kick for the similar sort of challenge or contact on him a few moments prior to that as well, but didn't get either of them. Casey, who was part of Joe Antonelli's under-15 side, who won the under-15 National Floodlit Cup back in 2023. A couple of years ago now, of course, and he's really progressed on through the ranks since then. Currently in scholarship phase now, Casey. Signed that scholarship ahead of this season after the strong campaign he enjoyed last time out.
You know what I mean? Yeah, there should be one over, that's fine.
Mark his left foot. Mark his left foot, so you can't switch it.
Jerome, you don't need to come all the way over. Remember, we need to
W, two of you. Well done.
Zeeper, nothing doing for him again. Hasn't really got into the game how he would like for Fulham. That's a good challenge there from Adams Coleman. Timed it right and had to as well as he went jumping into it. Samade under pressure. Fulham with Dare and Ali Wahid just trying to force the error in the Palace back line. Ali Wahid replaying in a somewhat free role for Fulham. Previously led the line for them, but it looks as though he's now operating on the right. He was drifting over to the left earlier in the game with Brody Dare playing as the central striker. Fulham corner. From the same side that Fulham's first was as well. Palace defended that one well. We'll need to do the same here. Same setup. So Williams just removing his gloves, I think, as he leaves those off the pitch by the post, and it's wasted short corner there for Fulham.
Hey, well done! Next one in!
Coleman throws that one actually to Williams, to a side. Nice link play again that time. To a side. Casey retaining the height in the front line. It's a misplaced pass straight to Zeeper. There to his left, but it's a tackle again from Adams Coleman. He's winning those battles in midfield so far. Tyrese Adams Coleman. Williams spreading the play out onto the right here for Tyler White. Lost it to begin with, but then won it back. Good ball in, and Williams with the effort. It's wide. So close to a Palace second. There's a chance which, in large, was created by Williams himself. Unleashing White down over on the right side, and you were just waiting for the net to ripple.
Last line.
Close it.
Goalkeeper was unmoved, and such a good opportunity that for the Palace captain. One which he, I'm sure, will be wishing he could have back. It wasn't far wide at all. Just a whisker past that far post.
Deal with it.
By far the best opportunity that either team have created since the opening goal.
Come on, Seb, we need this, Seb.
Well, unfortunate that it remains at 1-0 then.
Good Logan, good Joe, well played.
Chingwaro. Palace with the ball in midfield once more. Williams asking for it, gets it now. Slightly delayed in the pass to him, but it opens up here for Williams. Through the legs of the defender, but then couldn't reach it around the other side as Quinn Shooter was round on the cover for Fulham. Certainly space there again, wasn't there, for Seb Williams. Just has this way of finding space in tight areas. Casey smashes it across the face of goal. Asai maybe just on his heels somewhat.
Lock in, come on, lock in. Seb.
Yeah, but he's just got that knowledge and know-how, hasn't he? And game understanding, reading of the game, I suppose, for Seb Williams in midfield to pick up those pockets of space that other players might not anticipate becoming available to them. And of course, he has the quality to utilise those areas, positions that he does occupy. Really good player in the middle of the park, and a key player as well for his Palace team. Adams Coleman, that time over pitching the long ball forwards.
Maurice, punching the second 10.
Yes, Brody.
Definitely out of play. The linesman was reluctant to initially put the flag up, but did so when the ball bounced. Approaching half time now then. Imperative, you feel, for Palace that they at least keep hold of this 1-goal advantage that they have going into half time.
Steady.
Might feel disappointed after the Williams chance and the opportunity earlier for Casey.
Steady, Jerome.
She didn't quite reach him, that they're not further ahead in this first half, but it's been a good performance. And a solid defensive display as well. They really haven't conceded many chances. The other end whatsoever, and Marcus Hill yet to have to make a save. Here he is now, Hill. Into his second year as a scholar. Goalkeeper who's progressed through again from the under-15 age group. Very comfortable and competent with the ball at his feet as well, as we've seen so far. No foul given, looked a certain foul, but the referee must have felt otherwise. Williams out to White, and again Judd will go on the overlap. Williams is the intended destination of the pass, and just couldn't quite wrap his foot around the ball enough that time to get it past Kaiser at his near post. We wait to see how much time will be added on at the end of this first half. Don't usually get an indication in these under-18 games with the linesman doubling up as the fourth official, so there'll be no indication from a substitutions board. It's left to the referee's discretion as to how long it's going to allow this game to continue for. I don't expect it to be too long. I don't think we've had the need for either medical team on, have we? Just the one goal. Palace will try to play this out as the near perfect first half, and I suppose the only little qualm that they can have with it is the fact that they're not further in front. Appeals for handball there from the sideline, at least, not given. Here's Casey back to, well, towards Williams, but Zeeper got there first. I think Williams knew that he was going to, so somewhat pulled out of the challenge and allowed Zeeper the possession.
Come on, Dean. Come on, Seb. Come on, Seb. Drop, Seb. Seb, drop.
Come on, Benji. Come on, Benji.
Played 1 minute over now into Chingwaro.
Brody, get in the box. Get in the box.
One final bit of first half defending to do here for Palace then. Evans.
Dean, patient.
Fulham have really had no joy, no success at all in those wide areas, even when the opportunity's there. 1v1 with the Palace wing-backs. Whether it be White over on the far side or Benamar here on the near, it's been a solid defensive performance so far for Palace, and that's given them the building blocks to go on and create chances from as well. Good first half display, and with the goal from Benjamin Casey, they have themselves in front at half time. There's the scoreline at the midway point. Fulham 0, Crystal Palace 1. He's well positioned to slot home should the ball across the face of goal had run into his path, but Cook got there first, and then following that, Seb Williams with a golden opportunity to make it 2-2 for him as well. Just the wrong side of the post before the break. So 1-0 it is at half-time, and we're underway at the start of the second 45. Fulham, from their point of view, with work to do in this second half. Palace and their coaches, Dave Cooper and Svetoslav Todorov, will, I'm sure, be asking for more of the same from their team. Really solid defensive display in that first period. Gave them the foundations to build from moving forwards. Palace playing from left to right in this second half then. No changes for either team at the break. Still the starting 11s out there on the field of play.
Stay outside then, fine. Stay outside if you want. Brody now!
Tight from the front, well done, Jerome.
And Wahid there dropping back into his own half of the field, and the ball ends up all the way back with Kaiser.
Go on, Jerome!
Side urged to press all the way on to Kaiser. Ball in behind again will be comfortably swept up. In fact, Hill takes charge of that.
Get arms on!
Referee there trying to play the advantage, but he's going to bring it back for the original foul, and free kick taken quickly by Williams.
Go on, Jas, inside, Jas, slide.
White into that pocket of space again, but the pass just slightly overhit, and Judd unable to keep it in play. That same space though, isn't it? The Palace are looking to exploit.
Stay there, Jas, you're fine.
Tyler, love it. Jasper, love it, son.
Around Dino.
Hold him up, hold him up.
Judd there pressing him really high, followed his marker all the way in. Ali Wahid isn't following all the way in there, Judd. So he's dropping back into his own half, Ali Wahid, and Judd's right on top of him when he got the ball.
Switch! Switch!
Steady then, Tyler, if Jacob's gone.
Casey allowed it to run through. Potentially, I think, as it's put out a play for the throw-in.
If we're all right here, Jacob can go in. Jasper, sure, mate. Fuck in.
Benamar just taking his time in going to retrieve the ball for the throw. Reminder of the substitutes bench options for Palace. I'm sure we'll see the changes being made later on in the half. Jack Mason is the substitute goalkeeper, but then outfield options: Josh Moana, Dante Martin, who scored off the substitutes bench away at Aston Villa last week, Zach Henry and Chuks Okoli. Also options in reserve for the Eagles today.
Done, Dean, unlucky son, well done, Benj. Jacob, well done, son.
Overhit, misplaced cross brings about the goal kick.
Nice idea, Seb.
Wasn't the first half full of opportunities, just the three that I mentioned really for Palace, and Fulham struggled to create any notable chances themselves. They had one shot from Macaulay Ziba, but that was as good as it got, and blazed over the bar by the Fulham wide man. Usually you'll see more opportunities in tight games like this come about in the second period. Things begin to usually open up and more space is there. Of course, at some stage Fulham will expect to have to change tactic a little if it does stay at 1-0.
Now, second now, yeah. Good strike.
From goalkeeper to goalkeeper, Hale to Kaiser. All the way through, and Fulham will try to play out from the back again. Benamar that time the Palace player to really lock on and apply the pressure. The same sort of way that I alluded to with Judd just a moment ago. Walters to take the throw in. Just so short there. It's gone well in the air by Danaher. Where's that going to drop to? Casey has it now. Trying to find the angle to deliver. Now Benamar will. Appeals for handball there from a Fulham point of view, and indeed the referee agrees with those appeals. Did seem to strike the arm of Williams. Unintentionally, but it was out from the body.
Work your feet, work your feet. Should be us. Brilliant.
Second half began in a similar sort of way to the majority of the first half was played out. Controlled tempo and pace to proceedings.
Get up. Be ready for it.
Marcus, don't force it.
Palace have seen the majority of the ball since half time, though. Perhaps Fulham had more of that in the first half, without really, as I say, penetrating the Palace mid-block at all.
Get bypassed. Good. Good, Aiden. Good, Aiden.
Shooter back to Kaiser. Benamar with the touch, and he's kept it in play as well. Has he? No, just out, so it's the referee's assist. And the referee himself looked to allow the game to continue there, but in fairness, his assistant was probably better placed to make that call right down the line, and the referee got the indication from the linesman. Fortunate though, wasn't it, because it was a good chance, and this might be as well. Here's Williams, goes for goal, and it's a good save from Kaiser. Down low to his left. First chance of the second half goes the way of Palace, and again it was Seb Williams with a chance to get on the score sheet. Missed the target with his chance in the first half. That was a fierce, well-struck effort towards the bottom corner, but denied only by the outstretched arm of Kaiser.
Seb, brilliant, son.
Praise from the bench for the Palace captain, and rightly so as well. He's been really good today in
Let's
midfield.
get ready. Good movement. Good movement.
They'll need more of that from him as the game continues. There's the delivery from the corner towards the back post. Where's that going to fall to? The shot from the edge of the box was on for Ewan Danaher. Again, it was quickly closed down though, which was a theme throughout the first half, particularly early on when the chances were there for Palace to shoot from just outside the 18-yard box or from the edge of the D. Fulham quick to close those sorts of shots down like that. But there's no sign as of yet of Fulham getting back into the game. There's been no fresh injection of energy for the home team since half-time. Of course, it will change in one split moment.
Yes, Luca. Side twin.
Jump to White. Both sides asking for the throw-in, and it goes Palace's favour.
Yes, Maka. Yes, Maka.
Get out. Go, Brody, follow it. Go on.
Jump to Samade. No Fasida. Benamar. Adams Coleman.
Help him out. Help him out.
Picks out a longer pass with a nice switch of play to White. Forward here to Asai, into that same area again. Asai looking for the cutback. Williams was arriving towards the near post. Just working so well for them, isn't it, with the combination play. Whether it be White himself coming wide or Judd.
Brilliant, Jasper.
Those aggressive overlapping runs occupying the wide areas, the spaces there, then more narrowly for that little slip ball through.
Good, Aidan.
Let's go.
Ali Waheed.
Run again.
Looked to take a touch off Aidan Evans, but if it did, the referee and the officials didn't see it, so Fulham throwing given. Williams goes to ground, quickly back to his feet after there was no blow of the whistle. So it's that time for the foul by White. Just brings about a bit of pressure on the Palace defence that hasn't been there so far in the second period of this now, though, with the opportunity to deliver the free kick. Palace negotiated a couple of corners well in the first half, but this is a different sort of task to defend the ball to be delivered here by Picotto.
Make sure you stay with your men.
Stay.
Face to it.
Tyler, get ready.
Certainly expected to be swung in there, and it is. Judd with the header out though, well met in the air. Picotto back as the deepest Fulham defender. No chances in clearing the ball forwards. Here's Adams Coleman now. Casey links the play back to Williams. So often the case, and again the space is there here for Asai. Picotto got back well to recover. Referee says that it took a double ricochet out of play, so the last touch off Asai, hence the goal kick.
Steady Tyler, steady Tyler.
56 minutes on the clock, still as we were at half-time, with Palace a goal to the good. Simon Casey, the man to get it with the glancing header in the first half. White's delivery through again, and Casey was ready and waiting for it. Thought he took a touch off the defender, but maybe it didn't. The goal kick's been pointed for. Casey was there, just didn't really fully commit to it. If he had have done, would have been the opportunity for him to bag himself a brace.
Let's go.
I think even if the defender didn't touch it
No turn.
en route through, certainly did enough to put Casey off.
Jordy, keep going. Excellent. Excellent. Jasper, well done.
Out of play on this near side, so Judd has the ball in his hands.
Go on.
Fasida. The pressure there from Ali Wahid, but he offloads well to the left. Danaher, the man who got the assist for the goal. Lovely weighted cross, but struggled to make much more of an impact on the game than that. Much of what's gone through midfield for Palace has instead been into the feet of Adams Coleman and Williams rather than Danaher. Chunks when it mattered with the assist. Still time for him to make a further impact on the game as well.
Kyrese, you're doing nothing, Kyrese. Kyrese, you're doing nothing.
Yes, go on, cuts, fine.
Follow him on the attack here down the right wing. Dare waiting for it in the centre, but it's overran by Chinwaro. He's disappointed with himself for that heavy touch. First little opening that though for Fulham in the second half. Space was made on their right wing, and but for that heavy touch from Chinwaro, would have expected a crossing towards where Brody Dare was.
Go on, Brody! Go on! Go on!
Quicker! Yes, Jerome! Yeah, look at me! Yes, Jerome!
Run on!
Judd. Danaher into Adams Coleman. And they find a way out, Palace. So composed in doing so, and Judd drives it through. Plays the pass through here to White with the cutback, and the clearance away from Logan Cook. He just fell into his path. Rather fortunately, really, for Fulham. Because there were Palace players waiting in the penalty area for a better placed cutback there as well.
Relax you, relax. Have a smoke. Get after it, come on.
Again inviting the pressure, but plays the pass up to Danaher. The longer ball opted for in search of Casey. Sai wins the second ball, anticipated where it was going to fall to. Then the overhit cross. Well overhit in the end that time by Benamar.
Well done, Dino. Come on, Jerome. Excellent. Come on.
Frustrating one for Palace again. Played through the Fulham midfield. They're certainly winning that midfield battle, Palace. Just at times lacking quality in the final third, but for that well created goal. Adams Coleman got the ball cleanly. Here's Williams. Now Asai trying to shift the angle and shoot, and forces a good reaction save from Kaiser down low to his left again. I think he might have taken a little deflection on its way through as well, which made it a little bit more difficult for the Fulham goalkeeper. More decisive in that attacking area that time though as Asai. Chose to shoot, shifted the angle to do so. 21 minutes played, usually at the stage of the game now where you'd see the first of the changes from the benches.
Start drifting then, Farhan. Start drifting.
Come in, Jerome. Come in, Jerome.
I wonder how long Ali Malul, the Fulham coach, will leave the starting 11 out there. Continue to probe and try to find a way through, but it's just been a little bit stale for Fulham at times today. I have to give credit to the Palace defensive setup and the resolute structure that they've developed. Going for the long range effort, trying to catch the goalkeeper off guard there was Ewan Danaher. Speculative from so far out, but looked up, saw the goalkeeper out of position. It's worth an effort, I suppose, but wayward of the target. It was a risky one for Fulham, as it was played to Cook whilst I don't think he was quite ready for it. Coleman trying to hold off the pressure from behind. There's Danaher.
Well done, Ewan!
Walters toes it out of play.
Well done, Seb. Kyrie's well played.
Kyrie's well done.
Someone can go in, go closer.
Well, Jess, all the way in. You've got Sean there, nothing to worry about. Switched on, Marcus. Just switched on. Keep talking to Sean.
Palace throw-in. Reminder of what's to come for you on Palace TV. Right now there's live audio commentary of the first team cup game against Millwall. Available for fans to listen to. You can tune into that immediately at the end of this one if you like. There's a chance here for Palace maybe. Williams uncharacteristically misplaces the pass. Judd recovers the ball. Benema, nice turn. Can he deliver the cross as well? Sets it back for Judd. Both the two of them over on the left flank at the moment. Nice recycle possession, and round it goes the back line as Danaher drops in there to cover for Judd.
Control. Yes, Ewan is clear. Come on, Seb. Can you get it, Jerome, Seb?
Go against it. Higher.
One, Tyler.
Come on, Steve. Come on, Jasper.
You want to drop?
Great ball, Marcus.
Hill's long ball forward, taken down really nicely. There's Casey. Adams Coleman wasn't quite aware of the pressure from behind that time, but did well to keep hold of the ball. Loses out soon after in the aftermath. It's a good recovery from Casey. Back there to help Adams Coleman out. Also still to come for you on Palace TV on Monday, live coverage of the Under-21s game against Arsenal from 7 PM. Fans can actually attend that game as well. It's available from £1 at the VBS Community Stadium, so get down to support the Under-21s on Monday. Oh, lovely touch there from White. Superbly done. Now up to a side. He picked the requisite pass. Header away from Cook and now cleared out from Picotto, but the touch from Tyler White, it was just a bit of inquisitive improvisation.
Stand! Jerome, stand!
Stop moving the ball! Move it again!
Still the game remains in this state. Palace still with this slender lead intact.
Go on then, Jasper and Tyler, stay with.
I feel they'll be relatively comfortable in the position they're in because of the lack of chances that their opposition are creating, and it's Palace certainly who look the more likely to score the next goal.
Okay.
Samade. Fasida. Benamar through the legs of his opponent and finds Williams. Williams delivers with the outside of his foot, and it was just too far ahead of the run of the side. Would have been some goal after the skill from Benamar to begin with.
I know that, but I don't want to.
Quality of the cross from Williams as well. Just agonisingly inches too far ahead of Desai as he... Well, he was free, wasn't he, in the centre? Might have been a bit of an inquest in the Fulham defence as to how that was allowed to be the case, but yeah, he got his toe on that, it surely would have been 2-0. And again, it's another Palace chance. And they're the team creating them in the second half. Fulham aren't a side who usually struggle to create opportunities or score goals. It's been the case today. White. Sai wants it and gets it here as well. Sai tries to chop back inside. Tackled then though at the crucial moment by Cook.
Make sure we're right.
Still no changes as of yet then, but the corner opportunity to be focused on here for the moment.
Bit closer.
Taken short to Williams. Delivery towards the near post. It was wayward of where Asai was. Adams Coleman. Samade down the line in a more unfamiliar role to the centre back, but he improvised to it.
From the front.
Palace a little bit unorganised, having lost the ball. The foul to give away was probably a sensible one. It's the 4-3 away team, time to set up again in the system.
Steady T. Now you go on, son. Go on.
Man down there for Fulham momentarily, but the game's going to continue with Fasida bringing it forwards. The deflected effort from Dean Benamar. Went another corner, this time from the opposite side, over on the left wing. Palace defenders making their way forward from the back again.
Make sure we're right, Curries.
Samade and Judd.
Make sure we're right on the edge.
Joining those in the penalty area.
Jacob.
Ewan, how do you, Ewan? Check the flight first, Ewan.
Again, the delivery was slightly short, and the subsequent ball into the area is comfortably collected by Kaiser.
Curries. Maybe corners on that one. Tight!
Taken down nicely there by Chingwaro. But then Fulham lose the ball again in midfield. And this is promising now for Palace. Asai. What can he do from this position? Just held up and disrupted. Plays it back to White. Cross goes all the way through. It was 2v1 at the back post, but the offside flag goes up.
Hey, face
he
up!
Improvised.
Face up!
Speculative effort from Benamar wouldn't have counted anyway.
Tyler narrow. Well done, son. Tight! Go on, bench! Go on!
Casey urged to press tightly onto the Fulham centre-back. Judd finds Asai, and there's the second Palace goal. And it's exactly what they deserve as well. Jerome Asai, who's created himself a couple of half opportunities, makes no mistake one-on-one there. Jasper Judd with the assist, and Asai with the finish to double the advantage for Palace. Fulham really have not got going at all since the second half restart. And Palace well worthy of this 2-goal advantage. Asai, who scored last week in the win over Villa, has himself on the score sheet again today.
Seb, come on, we've still got ages.
And Jay.
The message from the side, quite rightly, from the Palace coaching team is that there's no room for complacency. There's still a long way to go in the game, but you wonder whether realistically now the task might be too hard for Fulham to come back from.
Get round, Jacob. Brilliant game.
Fulham still with just the one shot in the game. Haven't forced Marcus Hill into a save of any kind at all. Surely the ball was moving there as the free kick was taken. The referee uninterested in that. Yeah, they've struggled to create chances at all today, Fulham.
Well done. Well
It's going
done.
to take quite the turnaround.
Higher, Sean. Higher,
With the
wider.
control that Palace have had in the game. Looks unlikely that it will be anything other than a Palace win now.
Speed, speed.
Closer, back up! Closer! Get up! Get up! Get up! Go on, get up!
Still Fulham reluctant to fully pressurise Marcus Hill when he's got the ball at his feet like that, standing off the goalkeeper. But of course there's a need, and at some stage you imagine Fulham will
Steady bench, Seb, you got drop.
change their pressing style more aggressively as the game goes on now.
Inside,
Asai. Deflection out off Quinn Shooter.
Well done, Jerome. Ewan. Tyler.
Of course, the clean sheet is something which Palace would love to
Sean.
keep throughout the
Nice
90
right,
minutes as
Jacob.
well.
Jasper.
Had real defensive troubles at the start of the season, Palace, but since then they've become one of the more solid sides in the league.
It's gone from left wing back, to be fair.
Interestingly enough, Fulham themselves are actually the most defensively sound team in terms of goals conceded. But their defence has been breached twice today.
Jacob, stay, Jacob, stay.
Don't get me wrong, you could just do it. Sometimes they're real. They're almost too good.
Two hands in the air is the signal here from this corner. Benamar's delivery was a good one as well, and Casey I think might have headed that back off his own teammate. Seemed to win the initial header. Casey, I think he came back off Tyler White in the end. We're going to see a substitution, so there will be a switch now here for Fulham. 75 minutes on the clock, and it's the introduction of Kyle Grant, number 15. Midfielder coming on for Fulham.
No problem. Work it.
It's going to be a double switch in actual fact as well. The other player coming on here is Bashir Baker, centre forward. Introduced, needs must at this juncture now for Fulham.
Tyler, just narrow slightly so Jasper don't have to
There's a
go
double
away.
change, Kyle Grant
Here you go now.
and Bashir
Jacob
Baker.
round. Jacob.
Two to come
Here you
on.
go, Jas. Come on, boy. Well done. Come on, Seb. Come on, son, 20 minutes to go. Let's go.
Here you go, Joan.
Benji, come on. Don't do anything to go now.
Cotto's throw in back to Shooter.
Go on then, Jerome. Go on then, Jerome. Go on then, Jerome. That's you, Ewan. That's you. Brilliant.
Great tackle there in midfield from Danaher. Quite the same quality about the pass immediately after, but it was a good challenge to win the ball.
Talking that line, Tyler.
Arley.
Keep going, Cole.
Dean. Well done, Dean.
Bash. Go on, Bash.
Yes, fine. Yes, Luca, tight.
Go. Feet.
Judd calmly brings the ball down. Sai, the latest Palace scorer, they're fouled by the Fulham skipper. Slade with the challenge, didn't get to the ball, certainly took a side.
On the halfway line. Dean.
Benji, be ready, yes, Benji.
No, that's fine.
Jasper, you need to Jasper.
Yes, Carl. Go on, Carl.
Fasida.
Go, Bash. Go, Bash.
That one.
Hill distributes long. It's too high for a side, but again, he's making a nuisance of himself, isn't he? In the press again for Palace. Such energy about the players in that front line too. Oh, lovely ball through there from Williams to White, and the goalkeeper initially looked to have maybe spilled it, but clung on to it in the end. Fulham want the free kick, they're not going to get it. It's well defended by Fasida, just used his upper body strength, shoulder to shoulder, to his advantage. And Asai again with space to drive into, cuts inside this time, changes things up. Wanted to keep it on his right foot, despite that though. Benamos crossed that time over hit, but again he's trying to create the chance for those positioned centrally.
Eno, take a little bit off, son. Eno.
Up next for Palace and their under-18s team, looking ahead to their next fixture. They'll host West Ham next weekend. As the games continue to come quick and fast weekly for the Palace team, despite the fact that they've played more fixtures than anybody in the league.
Work feet, Dean. Come on, Currys.
Rare opportunity in the second half here for Fulham to attack. Benamar defends it well.
Work feet. Work feet.
Get up. Quick.
Chingwara.
Runner, Dean. Dean. What's the runner?
Who can need deliveries? Let's go.
Cook.
Yes, come on.
Hey, they're ready for the deliveries.
Shooter.
Jerome, stay narrow, Jerome.
Ali Wahid.
Jerome.
Sets it back to Cotto. Come on, recycle possession.
Yes, Carl.
Come on, Jerome.
Work feet, Dean. Patient. Runner, Jacob. Runner, Jacob.
Slade. It's had a good pass, and there might be an opportunity here for Labega. Get a shot away. Ali Wahid might. No delivery is blocked.
Good, Luca.
Aiden, you're on.
One back then though for Fulham. Ali Wahid with the delivery, and it's a golden chance not taken for Fulham.
Get something.
Oh, big opportunity, wasn't it, for Kyle Grant coming in off that right wing. It's the first time that the Palace defence have been beaten like that. It just went over the head too high for Jacob Fasida. I wonder whether that could have been a turning point had Grant taken the chance.
Let's go again. Let's go.
Fortunately
Yes,
for
go on, back.
Palace,
Hard back. Go on.
the clean sheet remains intact and it's still 2-0.
Forward. Back in. Yes, Joel.
Go on, bench. Go on, bench. Relax.
Palace throw.
Hurry up, Dons.
Benamar again defending well, and he's shown that side of his game today too, as well as the attacking prowess which he so often shows us.
Get round, Just, get round! To him.
Samade's header was clever. I think is probably the right word to use. Casey. Adams Coleman.
Tell him, Tyler. Tell him, Tyler.
Back to Danaher. White has to get out of the way of the cross. Oh, and it's so nearly 3. Good save again from Kaiser, who keeps the scoreline down. Danaher, who provided the assist in the first half, close to doing so again there. Still the corner opportunity remains though then here for Palace. Decent lucky delivery once more. Better out though. Clears the edge of the penalty area. Williams wasn't aware of the pressure coming in from the other side, and the recovery run again from Benamar was crucial. Grant, who missed that opportunity for Fulham that time, his eyes might have lit up again as the space was there over the halfway line, but Benamar was in close attendance to him as well.
Yes, Cole! Yes, Cole!
Chances at either end for both teams then, with the opportunity for Grant and then the header from Asai. Tipped over the bar by Kaiser.
How long? Sean, you got to go then, Sean! Sean, we got to go!
Mentioned for Palace that their next game is at home to West Ham a week today in the league. Well, for Fulham, their attention will turn to the away trip up to the Midlands to face Aston Villa. All attention for the time being still remains on this game, of course, though. Palace free kick in a good area, this one as well. After the foul by Quinn Shooter. Substitution is just being readied, so whether we'll see that during this stoppage, I think we will. First Palace change of the day. It's Dante Martin coming on. I mentioned earlier that he scored off the bench last week. I'd love to repeat that today, I'm sure. So Martin comes on and immediately takes up position in the centre. Looking to get on the end of that delivery from Benamar, but just on a couple of occasions his left-footed deliveries like that have been slightly overhit today.
Cross, cross! Ewan, left shoulder, Ewan!
Tight!
Left shoulder!
Tyler. From the front! Kyrie's! Go on, Seb!
Good.
Good!
Get back in.
Hold on, good up there!
Ali Wahid
Hold on, good there!
only out of play. Into the final 5 minutes now. Palace still leading by 2-0.
Next one in!
Courtesy of the Casey header in the first half and a size strike in the second. Ali Wahid slips this one forwards and Grant gets the shot at goal.
Seb, sometimes just help it on.
Well saved by Hill.
Anything. Even if
Tip it round the post.
Benji, you're going to have to do it. Just go half and half.
Don't there, cheers! Benji!
Might have taken a touch off the defender actually, rather than the goalkeeper as initially thought. But either way, it's a corner here for Fulham.
Seb, keep him away from Marcus.
Williams instructed to keep the Fulham players away from his goalkeeper, and Hill then does his duty in coming to punch the ball clear.
Don't foul, don't foul, don't foul.
Ali Waheed.
Over Dean.
There has certainly been an upturn in the
Brilliant, Kyrie's.
frequency of chances being created by Fulham since conceding that second goal, but you think it's now just too little too late for them. Palace will expect to see the game out. Way out of play for the Palace throw-in. Again, I'm sure Fulham themselves just feel as though their race might be run here. Expected it to be a tight and close-fought game coming into things today. Everything on paper leading up to the game suggested that, and it's been the case. It has been that way, despite the stats I'm sure would suggest that Palace have been on top. Visitors have definitely been the side who created the more goal-scoring opportunities, but in the general play, midfield, it has not been an easy game to negotiate for the Eagles. Done it really well. Confirmation that Palace substitution saw the withdrawal of the second half scorer as well, Jerome Asai, who put in a really good shift today. For a well-earned rest for the final few minutes. It was foul, but the free kick needs to be taken from the right position.
Let's go! Higher!
Yes, target, let's go!
Follow it, Bash!
Play, Marcus!
Get back behind the ball!
Benji offside, Benji! Come on, let's go!
Reminder for you that we have live audio commentary of the first team cup game. Selhurst Park. Palace have just taken the lead as well. Will Hughes with the goal on 33 minutes. It's a 10-man Millwall team, so you can listen to the live audio commentary of that game following the conclusion of this one, should you wish to do so.
Get inside, Dante, inside!
Cover, Ewan, drop!
Go, Dante, go!
To the final 30 seconds of the regular 90 then. Again, you wouldn't expect it to be too much stoppage time at the end of the half. Only saw 1 minute added at the end of the first period, and really hasn't been too many stoppages at all in the second half either. Just the double substitution for Fulham and the single switch for Palace, as well as the goal and the celebration after it was scored.
Locking, up! Close
Benamar
it,
just
Sean!
took a tumble, lost his footing.
Get up!
Just for drop.
Up, Sean!
So we're into stoppage time
Next
to
one
round
in!
off what's been a really good display for Palace today.
Come on, Benji!
So much to be pleased about with the performance, and of course a lot of the highlights plaudits will be given to the front men for the chances that they've created and the 2 goals which they've scored, but I think the defence and the backline unit really deserve praise as well for the work they've done today.
Manage the game.
I think the partnership at the back of Samadi and Fasida in particular, those two, because Judd's of course more of an advanced forward-thinking player playing in that back line, but between the three of them they've really restricted the chances that Fulham have been able to create. The two wing backs in particular have been crucial to that too.
Relax, Seb, leave it.
Thank you. Let's go. Let me go.
Fulham frustrated with the pace or lack of pace at which the game's being restarted, but just because it's in stoppage time, there's no obligation to play any quicker than the rest of the game's been played at.
Put it back in, Jacob.
Williams took it on the chest to begin with, then helped it on with his head.
Manage it.
Tyler White will head for the corner flag. The linesman says it's gone out of play. But White succeeding, if not in keeping the ball in play, certainly in eating away at a few more precious seconds.
Good. See where you are, that's fine. Minutes to play. Come on, let's go. Close it off.
Referee says play on. Ball to hand was the call from the match official.
Leave it, Dunce. Leave
Had his
it,
throw.
Dunce.
It's going to be back-to-back wins then for Palace after a run of 4 games without a win. It's a great way to back up that victory on the road last week.
Just keep it there. Tyler, just keep it there. Seb.
Let's go. Come on, let's go. Thank you.
10 yards, ref.
Richard takes the free kick. Ali Waheed was certainly not the requisite distance from the ball. Free kick was taken anyway. Adams Coleman drilling it towards the back post area, and while the goalkeeper spilt it, I wonder whether there was any infringement in him doing so, but I think it was given. He did just spill the ball completely, and Casey could have on another day been the beneficiary of that for another goal to round things off. But there's the full-time whistle. A comfortable 2-0 win today for Palace as they extend their lead at the top of the table in the Under-18 Premier League Southern Division. Teams below with games in hand, of course, and means that Palace still not favourites to finish top of the table, but they've done what they can today with goals from Benjamin Casey in the first half and Jerome Asai in the second.